Then shut up, please. Let's go. All right. This is dividing polynomials. Okay? So, it's real simple. There's going to be two methods to this. One, factoring. Two, what we call long division. We can do synthetic division, but I think teaching long division is good enough. Synthetic division can take a little extra time, and if you know how to do long division, it's the same thing. Okay? So you get the same result, just a different thing. We don't have enough time. So if we had time, we'd do it. We don't have time, let's not do it. We got a lot to do. You have, literally, we have to be done with this in 2 weeks because you have a test on the 3rd week. Then you have Christmas break. So we've got to get this done. And there's a lot to do. Okay? So, what I need to do is when we have this division, right? This polynomial divided by this polynomial, we're going to throw this up this regular division bar. Make sure we have a spot for each x. So it's 3, 2, 1, none. Okay? If there's not x there, we need to put a 0x or 0x squared or 0x cubed. But if there's missing an x, we got to put a 0 in whatever that x it's missing. Does that make sense? So if there was no squared, we would put 0x squared. Does that make sense? Okay. So, I have x minus 2. Okay? So, I want to think, right? I want to think, what makes this equal? Okay, I'm going to show you the easiest way to do this. Alright? What makes it equal? So, what times x is 4x cubed? Right? So, what times 1 is 4? 4. Okay? What times x is x cubed? Think. What times x is x cubed? X squared. And that's why it's going in this x squared column. Okay? It's always going to be one less. Well, not always. If this is squared, then it'll be different. But for you guys, I'm sure it's always going to start with just an x. Okay? And if that's the case, then it'll be pretty simple. It's always one less than this. Okay? Alright, so then you're going to take this and you're going to multiply by this, and it better equal this. Okay? It's that simple. Okay? So this times this is 4x cubed, right? And everybody on the block's got to get the paper. So you need to do 4x squared times negative 2x. Or, sorry, times negative 2. So basically, negative 2 times 4 is negative 8, right? X squared times no x is x squared, right? And so from there, this is where the hard part comes. Okay? Draw the line. Change the signs. Okay? And then we can add it up. Okay? Now the book teaches you to subtract. I don't like to do that because typically when you subtract, you won't change the signs. You'll change the sign of the first one and you won't do it to the second one. Okay? Alright, so that should cancel every time because it's the same. When I change the sign, it cancels it. Okay? Now, this one is created. And that is a 5x squared, right? And then you take down this piece. And then you ask yourself, what times at 1, the 1, what times 1 to give me 5? 5. So it's a plus 5, right? What times x gives me x squared? X. So then we got x squared. So we got 5x squared, right? So it's 5x squared and minus, what's 5 times 2? 10 x, right? Then what do we do?
Draw the line, change the
There you go. Draw the line, change the signs. These should cancel. And then what is 10 plus 1?
11.
Bring down the 7. Okay? Then you ask yourself, what times x is 11x? 11. Positive 11, right? Okay, so that's 11x, and that's minus how much? What's 2 times 11? Then we do what? Draw the line, change the signs. These cancel. This became 29. So that means I have a remainder of 29 over what?
X minus 2.
And there it is. Okay? And that's number 10. How are we doing with that? Okay?